I'm ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So a big one there to start the drive. 33 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Next to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's taken in, and he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And the Bears are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach to claim, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Monunga will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
This is fielded inside the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70, 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt. 18 Romney, 18 Romney.
He'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down.
19 tight. Trap 60.
Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage. They can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. We are through 1 here on Wild Card Weekend. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Lions ball in the 2nd quarter as they come up to face.
Oh, I thought you said something. Okay.
Let's go now.
Slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Ready?
1st down, Detroit.
60 bites.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. Down the sideline. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's able to push through the tackles to pick up 6. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. Look at the big guy rumble. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. So the big play gets them down first. And now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled. First half continues. Now it is first and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he'll take this one in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. On his sentence for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready, ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. He will get this to the 45, a little short of the first down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and a yard. Slot man in motion left. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Cardinal.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Still on his feet. And he will score. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in his postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Williams. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Williams now to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Let's go now. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Has some room inside the 30. And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Bait snap for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That is caught downfield by Odunze. First grab this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
play fake. Now Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. Aiden Hutchinson. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw is Williams. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Williams. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over at their own 15.
Run the set. Ready? Crack all 80.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Lions.
Let's go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
Cowboy 80. Next, go.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40.
19, Tiger, 19. Fix the Eagle. Fix the Eagle. Buffalo 18, Dragon 60.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is hard. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the give, it's Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Moving to his right. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. Now it's going to be third down. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. Look at the big man go. And he will go all the way. Austin Loveland. Touchdown Bears. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
Now Gibbs. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second and 11.
Ready? Gotta be lying.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19, Sergeant.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
Ready. Back to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. They'll go play action here with Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will score. Roll Ogunje. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Okay, break. Get it. Ready.
And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Loss of a yard. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, Put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Let's go. Let's go. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Check. Hurt.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Holston Loveland. Touchdown Bears. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Ready? Ready? 70.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now pass deep for St. Brown. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Chicago.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Throwing on second down, Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Bates it now. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Look at my team! Panther 11, Panther 11, 18, pioneer.
Ready? Back to throw here to begin the drive. Again, working deep downfield. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will go up by 7.
42, Bears 35.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You better really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music.
To throw is Bajan. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way, but even getting your hands up in those throwing lanes and tipping passes, that is so frustrating for these quarterbacks.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it is Manunga. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 14.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now Williams. To the goal line and in. B.J. Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the running back, David Montgomery. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the jump.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hot 70. Hot 70.
Up the middle they go. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
He'll go right and find his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down.
Viking 18.
Williams in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
They run with the former Bear, David Montgomery. And he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Lions 49, Bears 42.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Timberwolves. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 8.
19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Ready? 18, Purple 80. 19 Lions. 19 tight.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 49.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Let's go. Street. Panther 60. Panther street.
Here's the toss as they look to run. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
On the jump. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer.
They'll drop to throw. You'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Okay, break. Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he will be out of bounds right around the 35. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Come on, come on. Hit.
A carry here from Montgomery. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Laporta in motion.
Steady.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, ready? Ready? 60 Eagles, 60. Ready?
They'll run to the right with Montgomery. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
60 biceps, go!
On 3rd down, they go with Montgomery. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. So a win for the visitors, the Lions, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Yeah. Blizzard. Ran the money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating, no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, I ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. On our pack, this ain't. I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the go. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Front and back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating, no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, I ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes. Joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out. dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep it style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, find out.
What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can too. Snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
Chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we getting bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it. In the A-time.
and if you ain't know,
This is how it goes down.
hey, snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself.
cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going post the dog on some bump. Alright, they go to click, 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, right? Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come with the mic, yeah, characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You act, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If it's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep off, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just